Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessed salutations. Hopefully, out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. What I want to get into this morning, is going to understanding, what we're a part of. All right, understanding what we're a part of. Because there's a lot of Israelites that know that they're Israelites, but don't have the understanding of what they're a part of. As the brothers call them, skin only Israelites. Jake. They have their identity. Okay, they have the skin, but they never receive the breath, which gives us the understanding. Okay, but as we are getting closer and closer to the end, you know, as people speak about faith, well, faith comes from understanding. Like to have faith, you have to have an understanding. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that. All right, real quick, in the book of Romans, chapter 10, you know. This is Romans 10 and 17. It says, so then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Okay? So faith cometh by hearing. And not only hearing, when it speaks about hearing, is understanding. There's no way you can have faith in something that you don't understand. That's why there's a lot of Israelites, you know, they're pretty much, you know, aren't built on anything. Because our foundation is based on our understanding. Okay, that's where the faith comes from, on our understanding. That's why the Lord is dealing with the edification. Why the Lord has made it so convenient for edification to go forth, because that's when we start to increase, our faith, the more we understand what we're a part of. Okay? When we understand these things, now faith is increased because we can start really, seeing what the Lord is doing. Let's say you are, watching someone, build a house from scratch. Okay. Well, as you start seeing them doing dirt work for months, okay, you're not gonna, it's not gonna make sense. Okay, like why he keep moving dirt from here to right here, back over here, moving this dirt. Okay, it's not gonna make sense. You just seeing the dirt work of what's going on. Okay, but then once you see the dirt work is finished, all right, then you start to see, okay, the plumbing. Okay, now you see pipes coming out the ground. Okay, then after you see the plumbing, now you starting to see the carpentry. Carpentry. Okay, the structure itself going up. Now it's like, oh, okay. you see, you see the now you see the structure is of the carpenters. Now you see the brick masons come in. Okay, now it's like, oh, so this how it is in the truth. We're seeing the building of the house of David. So now as we starting to see, all right, the process play out. Now our faith is being, lifted. Okay, now there's certain things that we're not gonna see, and we don't know how exactly it's gonna play out, but we know it's gonna play out. We know that it's gonna happen based off the understanding that we're constantly getting on a daily basis, man. We don't know how we're going to eat in the time of Jacob's trouble, but we know we're going to eat based off the continual understanding that we're gaining, leading up to that time. Okay? Because even when you go into that Greek word hearing, all right, it's okay, okay, and it says one of the definitions is the instruction, okay, namely oral, it says of preaching the gospel. Okay, of preaching the gospel. So when we hear, it's not only hearing, but understanding. He that have an ear, let him hear. He that have ear to hear, let him hear. And it's only particular Israelites that the Lord has granted, okay, the understanding of what's going on. Because a lot of our people, I said, they know that they're Israelites, but they're not given the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. And how do you know that? Let's get there real quick. Matthew 13 and all right, and 9. Well, yeah, Matthew 13 and 9 says, who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Okay, now let's read Matthew 13 and 9 in the NLT. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand, but you got to have that spiritual ear. You got to have the spiritual eye salve to see. Okay, and what are we seeing? Verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou to them in parables? He said, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Okay? So it's only given to the elect, all right, the hopeful elect, to understand the mysteries of the kingdom. Okay? And to understand the mysteries of the kingdom, you got to know what a kingdom is. Okay? You got to understand kingdom talk. Okay? Because if, people that say, okay, because the thing now, you got Jake that was in the ministry, for this period of time, and now he's teaching that all nations can be saved. And if someone is saying all nations can be saved, okay, they don't understand what's going on. They have no understanding of what's going on. The whole Bible went over their head. They don't understand the mysteries of the kingdom. Christians say all nations can be saved. The whole Bible went over their head. Okay, they don't understand what's going on. Okay, you have let's say, okay, you have basketball practice. Okay, and then a nigga show up with soccer cleats, okay, and shoulder pads and a hockey stick. Okay, just by his attire alone, you understand. Oh, he don't know what the hell going on. Okay, they show the cleat scratching the floor up. Okay, the shoulder pads and the hockey stick. It's like, okay, this nigga don't have a clue what's going on. Well, that's the same thing when you hear people say all nations can be saved. Now it shows that, okay, when you make that statement, you don't have a clue of what's going on. Okay, the Bible speaks about so much, and if only thing that you can get when you read the Bible is all nations can be saved, you don't have a clue of what's going on, man. Okay, and that's why when you read um the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7, and it says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Okay? Because Jake want to be, so deep. Jake come up with new names. You know, Jake is King David now. Jake is talking about new planets, the Rubus, and Jake is going to all these different things. But then Jake will say all nations can make it, showing you that they don't have no understanding. Okay, they don't understand what's going on. The Bible is a book about rulership. That's why the Bible addresses the rulership of the earth so much. The Bible addresses a particular, it addresses nations that are in rulership. That's why you see Nebuchadnezzar mentioned in the Bible, King Cyrus mentioned in the Bible, Shalmaneser the fifth, okay, and that dynasty mentioned in the Bible. Okay, because this is a book that deals with rulership. Okay, that's why even heathen kings were mentioned in the Bible. Okay, and the Bible is, all right, history from the perspective of the chosen lineage, the Israelites. Okay, so when you go into these things, you have to understand rulership. There's no way to understand the Bible if we don't understand rulership. And that's why I emphasize the spirit. It's not of myself. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, has it, on brother's spirit, um, and just me being a brother that love these topics. That's why, I love to watch, period pieces. But when you, that's why we go into this topic so much, so we can really get an understanding of what the Lord is about to bring to the earth. Okay, so let's go from there. All right, let's go here. Just show how the Bible addresses, okay, rulership. This is um this is a few things. We'll jump around. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon. All right, 1:1. It says, "Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, and in simplicity of heart seek Him." Okay, so the scriptures say, "Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth, the rulers." Okay, the Bible, a lot of time, the Bible addresses rulers. Okay, so reading it again said, "Love righteousness, ye that be judges of the earth. Think of the Lord with a good heart, which is a good mind, and in simplicity of heart, seek Him." So as a ruler, okay, you're supposed to rule based off the standard of the scriptures. Okay, and this is why you see we fail as a people, because we fell away from ruling by this standard. Okay, when King Solomon died, you had to split. The northern kingdom went off into uh, 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 idolatry heavy, and eventually was taken away by the Assyrians. The southern kingdom went into idolatry heavy, and eventually was taken away by the Babylonians. Okay, and it's been captivity after captivity. Okay, under these heathens. Okay, which the heathens' rulership was prophesied. And you go Daniel the 7th chapter, all the way up into the rulership of today. Okay, that dream that Nebuchadnezzar had, that was a dream of rulerships, man. Okay, the head of gold, the Assyrian Babylonian Empire. Okay, the silver arms, the Medo-Persian Empire. Okay, the what it was, the brass. Okay, thighs. Okay, representing the Greeks. The iron legs representing the Romans. Okay, and then the 10 toes represent the NATO, EU, and the American rulership of today. Okay, so this is a book addressed. Okay, and the Bible is heavily concerned with the affairs of men and rulerships in the earth, man. And Christianity has just completely detached the Bible, okay, from the affairs of the earth. And they think the Bible is only a book, that deals with what they call heaven, the spiritual realm. Okay, they don't associate the Bible with the day-to-day affairs of this society, man. That's why they say there was biblical times. See, they put the Bible, okay, like the Bible was only biblical times when they talk about, ancient Egypt and in those times. Okay, but they don't associate the Bible with what's going on now. And that's why one of the things that I say always amazed me when I seen how, Elder Ariala, the brother out of Dallas, and Elder Rakai Kwam, how they would link the current events of what was going on with geopolitics. When, I first seen the World War III algorithm, how they linked the Bible, okay, to the geopolitics of today. I was blown away. Because Christianity never did that. You see, especially so-called black Christians, man. Okay, but you can't separate the Bible from the affairs of men. Okay, and that's why you had this in the book of Daniel, chapter 4. All right, verse 17. It says, "This matter is by decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men." Okay? So the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. The Most High is heavily involved, okay, in the rulerships of the earth. Okay, so when we talk about salvation, that's dealing with rulership that's linked to a particular nation. Because while we're being delivered, while Israelites being delivered, is called a contingency plan. You see the movies when there's a threat of nuclear attack. Okay, what do? They put particular government officials in bunkers. They put particular scientists and agricultural specialists in bunkers. And they put women down there as well. All right, and those women are for the purpose of what? When everything settles and they come out the bunkers, you have your agricultural specialists to get agriculture going. All right, you gotta get the essentials back going. You have your engineers that you had in there to start building. You have your doctors and your physicians in there. Okay, then you have your government officials that know how to, govern, systems and set up systems of government. Okay, and then the women would be there to what? To repopulate. Noah and his three sons, okay, and their wives, there was a contingency plan of the Most High to repopulate the earth after the destruction. Okay, so the destruction that's to come, okay, we're going to be delivered for the sake of coming down out those chariots and setting up a righteous kingdom. Okay, so when you're saying the heathen is going to be saved, all right, saved from what? And why would the heathen be saved when they finna go into captivity? All right, so let's get these things. So the Lord dealeth within the rulerships of men, and that's why when you go here, okay, you can't. They say when you say all nations can be saved, then you're you're contradicting the whole Bible. Okay, you're contradicting the intent that Yahweh Shema Shah has in the earth. Let's get that in Daniel, the second chapter. Okay, this is Daniel chapter 2. All right, verse 44. Get to the point, and it says, "And in the days of these kings," and what kings is it speaking of? It's speaking of the 10 toes. Okay, which is the NATO American EU, this current beast system. So it's saying in the days of this rulership, okay? And then that's another thing. This rulership, Esau being in power lets us know where we are in prophecy. Esau is the end of the world or the end of an age, okay? Because Esau will be the last heathen to rule, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth after. So the rulership also lets us know where we at in prophecy. So Esau being in rulership lets us know that this is the last heathen rulership before the kingdom of Israel is established in the earth. So make salvation of the heathens make sense in that narrative, man. When you deal with the true narrative of the Bible, make salvation for heathens make sense, man. Okay? And it says, in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Okay? The everlasting kingdom of Israel. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people. Wait a minute. The scripture let you know that the kingdom is only for Israel. When the apostles asked Yahweh Shah, would I now, all right, restore the kingdom to Israel? Okay, did Yahushua correct them? Like, nah, the kingdom ain't just for y'all, it's for everybody. Why did he correct them? He just let them know, look, that time, all right, is not for you to know. Okay? You still got labor to do. You still got work to do. There's still things that have to play out. Okay? You gonna prophesy to the ends of the world. Speaking over here in the Western Hemisphere, man. Okay? And also you go into the end, it goes into last procession. So the prophets will have to uh, 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 come back in the latter times in the last heathen kingdom under Esau to prophesy before the kingdom of Israel is established. You see? Well, you deal with the true narrative of the Bible, everything makes sense, man. Okay? And it says, um, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Okay? So there's a kingdom prophesied that's going to stand forever, that's not going to be left to other people. Okay? And who is that kingdom going to be for? When you go to Revelation and John is getting a vision, okay, of the kingdom. All right. What did he see? Matter of fact, before we get to that, Revelation 12 and 10, it said, and he carried me away in the spirit, all right, to a great and high mountain and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High. Okay? Having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the 12, it says, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names, all right, written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Okay? So this city, okay, had the name of the 12 tribes on each gate. Okay, and John is seeing this, man. Okay, he's seeing the people come out of the chariot. Okay, then the Lord showed him a vision of an actual city. You know, because the Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Okay, so their delivery is going to be the Most High's contingency plan, because He's going to establish His government in the earth. Okay, and that's why when you go here, what does the scripture say? Isaiah 31. All right, and 5, it says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over it, he will preserve it. So as birds flying, all right, will the Lord defend Jerusalem, the people. Okay? Defending also, he will deliver it. This is the salvation. And passing over, he will preserve it. So why are the elect of Israel going to be preserved? Okay? Because that's going to be the new government in the earth. Yahweh shot the 144,000, and the rest of the 1/3 are going to be those noble families, all right, that's going to rule the planet earth after the destruction, man. The kingdom is going to be translated to Israel, to the family of Israel, man. Okay? So he's going to defend Jerusalem, not other nations. Okay? You go to the word preserve. Okay? The Hebrew word is malak, all right, which means to deliver, to save life, to let escape. Okay? So the only people who the Lord, all right, is going to deliver and save their lives and let escape are Israelites, man. The elect of Israel. Okay? And he's letting them escape for a purpose. Noah and his family, they escaped for a purpose. Okay, it wasn't a random act. All right, through Noah, the lineage of the sons of God was preserved. Because through Noah, eventually you get, all right, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, and through you know, through Shem, you had other nations. Okay, you had the Hamites. You know, Japhite. You know, they became heathen nations. Okay, so the lineages of the earth was preserved, but of their lineage, you had a chosen. Okay, they was chosen to have an eternal kingdom. You know, and the elect of their lineage is going to be delivered or rescued from the destruction. Okay, to come down and rule the earth in righteousness, man. You see? So let's keep going because the scriptures speak about what? A war. Okay? So let's get Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let the men of war draw nigh, let them come near. Beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I'm strong. And this is what we're living in now. Okay? The time where these weaker nations, okay, are pretty much puffed up, okay, as if they're strong. Okay, the Lord has allowed these nations to get military equipment, all right, to become strong because He's preparing this war. Because this is the war when Yahweh Shai is going to enter, all right, this is going to be His second coming, okay, to deliver His people out of the destruction. World War III is going to be the most destructive war ever fought. And that's why it's going to be the last war. We need a deliverance from World War III. Okay, the scriptures say the earth gonna reel to and fro like a drunkard in this war. Okay, and he says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, till the cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Lord is going to judge these heathens through this war. A lot of heathens are going to be put to death, and the survivors, all right, of World War III, these heathens, they're going to captivity. That's the judgment that the Lord has for these heathens. Either they're going to be put to death or they're going to go directly in captivity. And the ones that are put to death, or the heathens, they're going to come back and be born into captivity in our kingdom. Okay? So the Lord has a judgment for the heathens. There's no salvation or deliverance for heathens. They either finna be put to death if they're coming of Yahweh, or they're going directly in captivity. Okay? There's no salvation for heathen nations, man. We have to really understand what's happening, what's going on. That's why I say we have to understand what we're a part of, what we confess, what we're proclaiming. Okay? Verse 12, it says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest and ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full, the fast overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitude in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. So the Lord is looking at the earth and the wickedness, because we're going to be delivered, okay, to eventually come down out those chairs to what? Establish righteousness. Yahweh Shai is coming to make war in righteousness, man. These heathens have no mindset of the righteousness of the scriptures. Okay, there's only one nation of people that's confessing, all right, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai in the earth, man. These heathens don't care about the Lord, man. Okay, they don't care about a righteous. They don't care about the throne of David being established in the earth. These heathens are in line with Esau's new world order. Okay, now they hate America. All right, but America in the scheme of the new world order, America is irrelevant anyway. That's why the elites are allowing America to just crumble apart. The Lord put the spirit on the leash to just allow America to just, destroy itself, man, from the inside out. And these nations gonna expedite their destruction through missiles. Okay? But in the grand scheme of things, these heathens are on board with the elite's new world order. Okay? So Yahweh Shai is coming to smite the nations, man. You can't, if the scriptures say Yahweh Shai is coming back to smite the nations, what is he speaking of? Okay? You have to understand, he's coming to make war and righteousness, and he's coming to smite the nations. Okay? You gotta understand the narrative. Okay? Joel 3 and 14 said, multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. Okay, let's read that in the NLT. Joel 3 and 16. The Lord's voice will roar from Zion and thunder from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth will shake from the destruction. Okay, but the Lord will be a refuge for his people, a strong fortress for the people of Israel. That's deliverance. And it's specific about who that deliverance is for. Okay? No other nations have a chance to be reserved or be preserved from the destruction that's to come. Okay? It's just an absolute lie. All right, so you get this in Isaiah. Okay, this is Isaiah 26. All right, Isaiah 26 and 20 says, come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Okay, come, my people, enter down to thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. Okay? So while the earth is being hit with nukes, okay, while Yahweh Shai is, and the angels are destroying the armies of the earth, destroying this infrastructure, okay, people, we're going to be in those chambers, all right, for a period of time. It says a little moment. We don't know exactly how long that is, but we're going to be in those chariots, man. Okay? And then you're going to see, all right? Then this is going to happen. It's Revelation 20 and uh this Revelation 21 and 1. It says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. So John is seeing a earth that looks different than this current world, because America going to be destroyed. Okay, and this fire is going to cleanse, the air is going to cleanse the soil. It's probably just speculating. It's going to be new islands, different lands probably be broken up, different things uncovered. Like it is going to be a new earth, okay, and a new heaven. And then heaven represents a rulership. Because what did the scriptures, how should I say? I seen Satan, all right, fall from heaven as lightning. Okay, we're speaking of Esau, Edom, which rule in the energy of Satan. They're going to fall from their rulership quickly. Okay? They're going to fall quickly. All right? So why would a heathen be delivered when you have all these scriptures that speak about the destruction of the heathen, the heathen losing their power? Come sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay? Nah, man. That don't fit the narrative, man. Okay, you can't make it make sense when you follow the narrative of the true narrative of the scriptures. Okay, it says, for the first heaven and the first earth will pass away. Esau is the end of the world, his age. Okay, which is his rulership, his heaven. Okay, it's been passed away through what? War. Okay, and it says, and there was no more sea, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from heaven, out from the Most High. All right, so like it says, And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay? This is speaking of the people coming down. All right? And those new bodies, decked out as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay? And I heard a great voice of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. Let you know they're speaking of the people. Okay? And this was only promised, all right, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that their descendants, okay, that the Lord, he will be our power and we will be his people. That's why I say the Lord shall be the strength of Israel in that day. Okay? So this salvation is only one nation. That's why they say in New Jerusalem, it's not talking about other nations, those that believe in Christ. No. Okay, you're speaking about Israelites that are going to be delivered from this destruction. That's the New Jerusalem, the refreshed Jerusalem that's coming back to rule the earth. Okay? So you go here. Psalms 2 pretty much lets you know. You go to Psalms, the 2nd chapter, and link it over Revelation, you end it off, man. You know? It's Psalms 2 and 1. And it gives you the rundown. It's the Most High pretty much summing up what we see going on right now. Psalms 2 and 1. Why though the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? So the Bible addresses the heathen, man. Okay, it addresses them, okay, and the wickedness of their rulership, man. And then right now the top heathen is Esau, Edom. It said the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel against the Lord and against his anointed, saying. So here it is, you have all these heathens in counsel against, what Yahweh Bashim al-Shah wants to establish in the earth. Okay? You have heathens, you got the elites of Esau, Edom, but these other elite families of these heathen nations, they are in agreement, okay, with these Edomites, man, to establish a new world order, okay, and they want to X out the Most High. Esau want to set himself, okay, as the Most High. He wants people to worship his technology, man. Okay? It said, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. And you read this in the NLT, Psalms 2 and 3. Let us break their chains. They cry and free. It says they cry and free ourselves from slavery to the Most High. This is what the heathens, when the righteous standard of the scriptures, the heathens look at it as slavery. Okay, and Esau Edom has them thinking like that, man. Okay, he has pushed that the ways of the Bible is slavery. That's why don't you see a great rebellion against the Bible? Okay, the Pope talking about the World Economic Forum has the authority to fact check the Bible and redo the Bible. Isn't that what's happening now? Haven't they destroyed the righteous order of family? Okay, what a man is, what a woman is, isn't all these things in attack? So this is them saying that they're freeing themselves from the slavery of the Most High. The Most High made you a man. We can free you from that. You feel like a woman. We can make you a woman. You're a woman. You feel like your spirit is really a man. Let's free you from the restrictions that the Most High set up. Okay, and that's the doctrine that they run the earth with, man. It says, verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. So the Lord now, okay, is laughing at these devils and everything that they're doing. That's why everything that they're doing to establish their new world order is working against them, man. Okay? Everything is starting to work against them because this is the Lord making mockery of their plan. Okay, verse 5, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. And that's when he's going to return Yahushua. He's going to send back Yahushua to break up, okay, the council of the heathens, man. Okay? You got to follow the story along, man. The heathens being saved, okay, that doesn't fit in the story anywhere, man. When Yahushua, when the Heavenly Father is saying that he's going to vex these heathens, they are conspiring, okay, to set up this new world order, okay, where there's no Most High, where there's no Yahushua. It's just them ruling how they want to rule, okay? These are the heathens that's doing it. The Most High has enemies, man, okay? And it's these heathens beginning with Esau, Edom. It says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay? What is Yahweh Shai? He's an Israelite. So if there's going to be an Israelite king in the earth, what people is going to be in power, man? The Israelites. When Nebuchadnezzar was in power, the Babylonians was in, the people of Babylon was in power. Okay? When Assyria was in, was it when Shalmaneser and Sargon and all these different okay, Assyrian kings in power. Who was in power, man? The Assyrian people, Assyrian families, the elite Syrian families ran all right the world. Okay, when the Persians was in power, the elite of the Elamite families, they ran the world. So when Yahushua, who's an Israelite, comes and take down these heathen nations and their rulership, what nation is going to be established? Okay, in the earth, man. Israelites, man. Make salvation for heathen make sense in this in what we see going on in the scriptures, man. Okay? Now, as he said all this, now we're going to see the Lord jump back to the beginning before, because pretty much he's running down what's going on now and how it's going to end for these heathens, what they're conspiring, but the Lord, he's mocking them, he's laughing at their plans, and then he sends back Yahushua, all right, to showcase the displeasure of the Most High on how the earth is being ran. And then he's going to set up Yahushua. And Yahushua is going to establish what? The throne of David eternally in the earth. And it was always set up like that from the beginning. Let's prove it. It says, I will declare the decree. The Lord have said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Okay? This is when Yahushua is being brought forth. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So how can heathens being saved when the Lord is promising Yahushua that the heathens are going to be his possession? And Lord, we're joint heirs of Yahushua. They're going to be our possessions, man. Okay? And it was always set up from the beginning for Israel to eventually get the kingdom. Let's get that. Let's get there real quick. 2 Ezra 2:10. All right, 2 Ezra 2:10 it says, thus saith the Lord unto Ezra, tell my people that I will give them the kingdom of Jerusalem, which I would have given unto Israel. Okay? So the Lord always had it set up for his sons to eventually rule the earth in righteousness, man. Okay, so when he's saying this to Yahushua, remember, it's just him and Yahushua. Yahushua hasn't created the other spirits yet, those first fruit spirits. They haven't started to create the earth yet. That's why I speak about the election predestinated before the earth was formed. Okay, now we're just seeing everything play out. Okay, that was already set up from the beginning. Okay, and he didn't have no part in his rulership. Okay, this is Psalms 2 and 10, verse 8. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like the potter's vessels. Okay, thou shalt dash them in pieces like the potter's vessel. Okay, and that's going to be that 1,000-year period. Okay, that first 1,000-year period of an eternal rulership, and where it's going to be a rigorous captivity for these heathens, man, to break up the defilement that Esau Edom has set in the earth, man, has instilled in the earth. Revelation 2:25. But that which you have already, hold fast till I come. And this is Yahushua speaking about his second return. And who he's addressing, man? The believers, the churches. All right, the Israelites that believe, and he that overcoming and keeping my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Okay, let's read this in NLT. To all who are victorious, who obey me to the very end, to them will I give authority over all the nations. Okay, what nations are there going to be? So why would we have authority over all the nations if all nations can be saved? Who are we going to have authority over, man? Okay, and letting you know he's going into what was set up from the beginning, verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of the potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. Going back to Psalms, the second chapter. Okay, so yeah, man, that's the point. All right, and I just want to bring that out. The topic of all nations can make it. Whosoever call on the name of the Lord. You don't get that. That do not fit with the narrative, man. That you don't understand what's going on. You don't understand the intent of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay, you're not privy to the mysteries of the kingdom of rulership. When you try to make a doctrine out of the word whosoever, the whole Bible went over your head, man. Okay, so Lord will, you brothers, all right, and all right, you sisters were edified. Okay, once again, we give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders GMS who rule well, teach well, being examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, hope for the shalom.